No doubt. But here's the thing, Ken. When we talked to David Ross on Saturday, you were in there. What was the breaking news about Shohei Ohtani? He said they needed a strikeout guy and they needed a left-handed power guy. So I said, "You're trading for Ohtani," and he said,
The breaking news was basically pressured into by AJ. AJ led the witness, and he said, Ross said that they needed a left-handed bat and a left-handed reliever. And sure, they could use a left-handed starter too. And AJ said, well, that means you want Shohei Ohtani. And Ross, what is he going to say? Of course he wants Shohei Ohtani. Every team should want Shohei Ohtani, but he's not getting traded, for one thing. And free agency, we'll see. As I said on the broadcast, hopefully you were listening to this part, AJ, no self-respecting large market team should be out of these sweepstakes. You got to dip your toe in the water, see if he wants to play for you. If he doesn't, fine, nothing lost. But if he has a little glimmer in his eye about playing for your team, it's in Chicago or if it's in New York, wherever, you got to at least explore it.
AJ, they don't want him. You said lefty pitcher. He's
no. Yeah, well, he said a lefty power bat.
Right.
And he said a lefty reliever. But I was like, well, Shohei can get lefties out with his splits.
Right.
Shohei. And he's like, yeah, we might take him also.
well, here's my question off of that, Ken. We go from a minute ago saying that the Cubs will make decisions based on how much money they make this year, as if they should really be pinching pennies. They shouldn't be an organization like that.
Right.
Then we're talking about Ohtani. And I know there are plenty of Cubs fans that have said, hey, we're a dark horse candidate for him. We could get him, right? Wrigley, it's awesome. Go to Chicago, dominate the division. It's a historic franchise, all of that. How can that be a discussion if the Cubs are worried about finances? The teams that are going to go for Ohtani, and Trout was on with us on Friday and said, hey, listen, it's not going to be all about money because there are going to be plenty of teams that will offer him basically the world on that front. There's going to be more factors. Sure, I get it. But the Cubs need to be able to play up here, like Yankees, you would think maybe Angels, Dodgers for sure, Mets maybe. Are they going to be up here, or are these indications that they're not going to be at those kind of levels, like a top 5 payroll team?
Scott, it's a good question, but I am not linking one with the other. And I know what I said about Stroman, about how the budget will be determined by how they finish, but I almost think that for every team, Ohtani is in a separate category. Because not only is he a great player who will give you incredible performance, but he is a money-making machine all his own, right? You're going to get benefits from merchandise sales, from sponsorships, from all kinds of things that no other player really could give you in the same way. So I understand your point. It's a good point, and it's a fair question to ask. And I don't even know if they'll be in on Ohtani. Maybe they won't. Maybe they're not a self-respecting large market team that should be dipping their toes in the water. But to me, he is a separate entity altogether.
Another team that might throw their hat in because they do with it, any big superstar, although they might want to chill a little bit because it's not working, the San Diego Padres.